Let's go, fam. Let's go. We got anything going on today? Oh, yeah, that's right. I was literally going to put out a video, and I was like, you know what? We're going to need some conversation when it comes to this dude that just came out. Emperor Qin Shi Huang. Because we're going to have to dive through this. I have never seen a commander come out that he is like literally an algorithm. He's a algorithm commander. Good to see everybody. Welcome in to the stream. King Kong, good to see you, bud. Mats, Zetsubo, Mr. Wall, Mike Hawk, Quiet, Vex, good to see you guys. Soul, good to see you, buddy. Tiger Fox always jumping in. Magic, Ping. Tiger Fox, as we said before. Yeah, we're trying to figure this one out, fam. So let's figure it out, shall we? First off, gotta give that shout out to my 300 members. Appreciate them for helping us out as always. That's our crew. If you want to join the 300 Club, you can upgrade your membership. Most everybody has a membership in here. We give away so many memberships, pretty cheap and easy. And if you want to upgrade that, it comes with account reviews. I help you with your account. You get into our 300 chat. Pretty much non-stop help. So, appreciate those guys for always helping us out. Let's get into game here. Let's get some music on. Let's get into game. Let's do this. Let's do it right, shall we? Let me see here. All my audio is messed up. There we go. There we go. I don't know what I did. I like reset a bunch of stuff. Whoo! Chat's already firing off. Genie! My guy. Good to see you, Guardian of Fire. Thank you. Like and subscribe. So long you don't stream when I sleep. Yes, yes. 1.9 all damage. I have some good news. I'll let Cortex tell you. Cortex will be on. He's doing Grand Prix practice right now. He'll be on in just a little bit. But he's got some good news when it comes to the 1.9 all damage debacle. He's got good news. I don't feel so bad. Probably one of the most fun pieces of content I have ever been a part of. Oh my gosh. Cortex in the 1.9% all damage debacle. Oh man. It was really, really pretty funny. I'm still over here on my main. Here's where we're at in our KVK. We're now into Zone 6. This is the doldrums of Heroic Anthem. This is the low point. We're in purgatory now for another, I don't know, 10, 12, 14 days, however long it lasts. We'll hopefully maybe get some altar fights down here. We'll see. And then past 7, we'll open up, gosh, a couple of weeks. I mean, so we're just chilling. We're just chilling, doing stupid stuff. Cortex was aiming for perfection. He was, bro. It was so bad. Oh, bless his heart. Bless his heart. Oh, gosh. He literally vapor locked on stream. So he was doing my little technique, right? What just happened here? I got to go this way now? We were on stream. He was doing the armament rerolls. He was doing the little tactic I do where you hide. Well, you only do that when you know you're getting the attribute you want, just so you see everybody's reaction before you open it. And he just kept doing that. He kept holding it and clicking it, and he was looking at the 10x, 9x, 8x. He knew if it went to 10x, he got an attribute and he would stop. Well, he didn't realize that when all damage fires off, it doesn't reset. So he is literally like, he's on one of these things, right? And he's looking at this number right here. He's just looking at that number. And he's got this side over here completely blocked off. He can't see. And he's just firing. Dude, he's firing away, going through roll after roll. He probably spent 1 second on each roll. And he fires up, and this is on infantry, so he had attack and defense, or he had attack locked or something. And on the all damage slot, it rolls 1.9% all damage. And I'm like, yes. And then he kept going. I was like, bro, what are you doing? You can't do that. Oh, it was great. It was so great. Oh, 1.9 click skip drama. That's what it was. It was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. And so it was an honest mistake. He was doing it for content, being a content creator. He reached out to Lilith. Hey, what can you do for me? This is what happened. Here it is live. And I think he got some good news back. So I'll let him disclose that to you guys. So what do we got to talk about? Everybody jumping in here? My initial thoughts on Homeboy here. Let's just go through it, shall we? Let's see. Pull him up. Qin Shi Huang. I think that's how we pronounce his name. I know it's Chin. I'm just going to call him Chin. 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 Let's go. Okay, this guy, massively predominant figure in Chinese lore, if you will. Our archer's back. Well, they gave us kind of a broken commander. Still doesn't fix the whole archer icon thing unless everybody just runs integration. Everybody just one troops every march. And you can hide these guys. Because it was almost like Lilith is sitting here saying, hey, y'all, archers are getting targeted and they're not very good in the game, so we're going to give you an even better commander. And the rest of us said, oh, great. So we'll just target him even more. And then Lilith was like, oh, hell. That's not what we meant. Shu, not she. Oh, okay. Qin Shu Huang. Okay, gotcha. Yasin, thank you so much. From watching one stream to another. That's right, Street. Get your fix on content. We're doing that. The silence was so sad from Cortex. It was so good. It was so good. I had to check on him. I was like, are you still there, bro? He wanted to quit the game. Like, because he's an all-damage freak show. That's all he cares about. And it was, oh, God, so good. I've got it clipped. I got it on my Discord. It's so freaking good. Oh, it was pure content and comedy. What's everyone talking about? What did Cortex do? Oh, Vaughn, you got to go back and look. 350 a second seems mid. What are you talking about? Damage? The damage gets pretty crazy with this guy. Okay? Let's talk about him real quick. Let's go through his skills because we're going to have to do some mathering. Not really mathering, but we're just going to have to explain the philosophy. All right? This is what people have to understand about this guy. Okay. 1 conquers 6. This commander's troops gain the Eternal Empire effect or Emperor effect for 10 seconds whenever their troop deals direct damage with a basic attack via the Iron Spear or Iron Pierce's Bronze skill. It also deals 60% of the damage up to 5 targets. Each additional target takes 15% less damage. So you're doing additional skills on. So basically the active skill damage is not based on the active skill damage. It's based on something else. It's based on the second skill. So I'm going to read this real carefully so everybody can understand this. Okay. The Iron Pierces Bronze, the second skill, whenever this commander's troops deals a basic attack, it spends 100 rage. Okay. Now we're spending rage. Okay. It won't trigger without the sufficient rage. Okay. To convert the rage damage or to convert the damage into direct damage, that's what it does. So it spends the rage to convert the damage into direct damage. So basically skill damage. So basically what I'm saying is this guy doesn't do white numbers. He just does skill damage. Like that's it. The direct damage is equal to 100% of their troops' basic attack damage factor. That's generally a 200 damage factor. A normal attack or a regular attack or a basic attack damage factor is 200. That's basically what that is. That's the way it's always been. You're not smart enough to understand these skills. Well, just bear with me because I'll go through it and then I'll make it real easy for everybody because I had to go through the whole thing. Got to appreciate, obviously, Davos or Daver and in SAC, my 606 guys. They're super, super smart. They're in the King's Codex. There are a lot of those algorithm guys in the King's Codex, and we went through it. And Akina had a live stream on earlier today with those guys on to talk about it. I encourage everybody to go watch that one as well, but I'll dumb it down for everybody. Okay, the second part of this second skill, this commander's archer units gain 20% march speed, 30% defense, and 20% health. That's 70% of stats. Talk about a stat stick. Holy jeez, that is like overpowering. Akina, I gotta get your let me see. I thought I had a quick command here for your channel. Let me throw this up here. If you guys aren't subscribed to Akina, my guy, be sure to go check out his channel. He had a cool stream on it today. That's more content that you can consume. There we go. Now everybody can go there. I'll even pin it up here. So, okay. So that's basically what you do. Massive stat stick for this guy. Iron pierces bronze. And it's a big, big deal. Okay. That is where you get your damage from. So what people have to understand is so long as there's 100 rage stored up, he is going to do this damage. And he's going to do it to 5 targets, including the target he's hitting. 5 AoE damage. Because basically this one up here at the top, 1 Conquer 6, works off of the second one, Iron Pierces Bronze. I know it sounds crazy, but just bear with me, okay? The third skill, Seal Governs All. This is an enhanced Thunder Shakes Earth. Okay, if this commander's troops is in the field and has been outside of the city for at least 10 seconds, it gains the Eternal Emperor effect. Okay, that's the same effect that the active skill gives. And that effect gives the AoE. Well, you can see here, this effect lasts for 10 seconds. There's no cooldown. So this is meant to be running perpetually. Just nonstop, running perpetually. So let's not even look at the 10 seconds. So you guys can understand this and we can kind of go through it. Because then I've got some theories on it that we can get after it pretty good. You can't see? What do you mean you can't see? I'm reading it for you. You're fine. Oh, I got to go to the next one. Sorry. Seal Governs All. Okay. So if you've been out of your city for 10 seconds, it gains the Eternal Emperor effect for 10 seconds whenever it enters combat. It can trigger once every 60 seconds. Basically what this is saying is you're going to be fighting with this Eternal Emperor buff, okay? Nonstop. Even if you break away from contact, you're going to be fighting with it, all right? Cheeseburger Archer March. You really can't cheeseburger with it because you're not going to get the AoE benefit because the Eternal Emperor effect, they gain that off of the active skill. Well, if you pop out of your city, you're not out of your city for more than 10 seconds. So you don't really have that effect yet. Okay, so it's kind of a weird situation. Now, we'll have to test it and kind of figure it out. But that's how I read that. I don't understand. That's the expertise? What do you mean it's the expertise? This is the second skill, but the expertise makes the second skill. Okay, so basically Seal Governs All is the second skill. That's basically what it is. It's the expertise, but the expertise is an enhancement of the second skill, I believe. Or of the third skill. Okay, first skill, Iron Pierces Bronze is the second skill. Third skill is Seal. The third skill is actually this guy, I think. Thunder Shakes Earth. And then the expertise for the third skill is Seal Governs All. Okay? That was confusing. Holy jeez. Okay, so as we go through this, let's read it. If you're out of your city for 10 seconds, you get the Eternal Emperor effect for 10 seconds, and then it can trigger every 60 seconds. If you exit combat and then go back into combat, you're either going to get that by being on a cooldown for 60 seconds or by triggering your active skill. You get it back again. Whenever their troop deals direct damage with Iron Pierces Bronze or the Eternal Emperor effect, it spends 25 rage. It will not trigger without sufficient rage to deal extra damage to the target and drain 15 rage from them. Damage factor 250. Okay? This is what's interesting. Now, the drain effect, for the duration of the effect, reduces an enemy's attributes and increases your own by the equal amount. We know the drain effect because we got it on Ragnar. We're very, very keen to that. Monkey brain go boom. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So from there, the waning, after triggering 2 times in a single second, every subsequent trigger, that second deals 25% less than the last 2, down to a minimum of 25% damage. So when you're doing this damage, you're doing it to more troops on the map, you're gonna basically nerf yourself, just like any other AoE of skill damage. Okay? So let's go to the next one, shall we? This is the 4th skill. All right? If this commander's troop is attacking a field troop, if they are the primary commander, their troop gains 500 rage upon entering combat. Great. So you have rage you can go ahead and spend. All right? Their troop takes 10% less normal damage. Okay? That's kind of a smite debuff, if you will. And so the sad thing is he must be primary. Does he? Does he? Because that's the 500 rage. You essentially, if you're not going to put him primary, you got to wait for the rage to ramp up. Well, that takes like 2 or 3 seconds, and you're ready to go. So it's not really a huge deal. However, if he is primary, he's going to hit that right off the bat. Whenever your troop takes direct damage of smite or combo with 300 or more damage factor, it spends 40 rage, won't trigger without sufficient rage. Okay, we know that. To reduce the damage by 40%. That's massive. That is huge. And there's no cooldown on that. So if you have the rage, you can basically mitigate big smite, big combo damage on you. Okay, this can trigger a total of 6 times per second. Each enemy troop can only trigger the effect once per second. Basically, that means combo. Like, you can only trigger that effect once per second. So I wonder if it's like an Arthur 3 combo situation that only triggers once per second for the enemy troop. Wonder how that works. But the bottom line is that it's a massive mitigation. Read the active skill rage. I will. Hold on, Darken. You guys don't just start demanding stuff to do. Can trigger a total of 6 times. Okay, the stipulations here. Non-rallied or non-garrison troops on the map, excluding resource points. Okay, so this does not work for rally garrison. This includes basic attack on this normal damage. Okay. Smite damage, we've got that. Combo damage, we've got that. So that's the 4th skill. Okay. So it's a massive mitigation. Now this is the actual 3rd skill, but we're going to assume that that 3rd skill is going to be the expertise. The expertise enhances the 3rd skill. Are you saying to look at let's see. That's the actual 3rd skill, but this is the expertise. Let's just go back over there. Okay. So you're saying look at the active skill. He has to be primary. Okay. Well, then he has to be primary. But this is what everybody has to understand on the active skill. Look at the top. That is rage consumed. Okay. That is not rage gained. That is not a rage. You're trying to hit 1,000 rage requirement. That's not a requirement. That's consumed. So this is what everybody has to understand. This dude is never going to get to 1,000 rage. That's not how he fires his active skill. And to be completely honest, the active skill doesn't really do much. I mean, it's perpetual, but it's not like it does a bunch of damage. It's already doing the damage. The active skill is there so the secondary can fire his active skill. It's kind of a weird concept. Really weird. We've never seen this before. This is the first time we've ever seen rage consumed 1,000. Okay, well, you can consume a lot of rage really fast by the way this thing works. And so what people have to understand is that there is no rage requirement. This is rage consumed. Now, you can load up as much rage as you want, and then you have these other effects where you're eating rage, or you're basically consuming rage. You're spending 25 rage here on the 3rd skill. All right. And so then you're spending another 40 rage here to mitigate damage. So you're consuming rage like nonstop. And when you consume 1,000, then you fire your active skill. And again, when you fire your active skill, that more than anything, that's going to reset your eternal emperor buff, which is fine, but it's going to allow your secondary commander to attack. Okay, and so if it doesn't reach 1,000 rage when the second commander will proc the first ability, great question, Matt. It's never going to reach 1,000 rage, so you have to look at it. So I'm going to show you a video here of what the developers gave us. Okay, because you're going to be able to see this guy's rage bar. You see it over there on the left, and he's firing off. That rage bar is not calculating the rage he got. Does that make sense? This rage bar is not like right there. He fires off, and the rage bar resets. Okay, well, if you see it, the rage bar keeps going up. Well, that's not the rage he's storing. That's the rage he's consuming with everything else. So basically what this guy is, no, God, do not say destructive is good now. Hell no. Oh my God. You go put destructive on this, it's like putting wedge on Attila, bro. It doesn't make any sense because this is the part that everybody has to understand. I'm going to dumb it down for everybody. You watch what this guy does. Look at all the red numbers. Okay. Here's the key to this guy. You don't have to be getting swarmed to lay down the red numbers. You are doing perpetual every second AoE to 5 marches nonstop. When you immediately target a march, you don't even have to be targeted. You don't even have to be hit by anybody. You're just laying out AoE every second. You're laying out AoE. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, it's wild. And if you see, there's no there. Number one, if you look down here at the bottom, let's focus at the bottom march. That Qin is hitting. You don't see any white numbers. There are no white numbers. White numbers are gone. This guy does 0 white numbers. He converts that from his second skill. His second skill, of course, that we know. Okay, where is that thing? Where is that thing? Oh, is this it? No. Is this it? Oh, I can't find it. I did something to it. Reset it. Okay. His second skill, as we know, the Iron pierces bronze. That's where he gets his damage from. It converts normal damage or any kind of basic attack into red numbers, into skill damage. So he is like purely a skill damage commander. That's it. That's it. He does not have any sort of white numbers at all. Here's the benefit to that. He's not taking counterattack. I mean, it's like Zuge or YSG's AoE. It hits the red numbers everywhere. You don't take counterattack for that. It's just AoE. You're just getting value. Okay? Well, every second you're doing this, you're not taking any counterattack damage from those other marches. Now, the target you're taking counterattack damage from, it's just wild. Plus, he's eating rage from people with the drain effect. We're going to have to figure this thing out. It's going to take some time, but the easy thing to say is that if you look at his rage bar, this is different. It is a rage bar calculating how much rage he has consumed, not how much rage he has stored up. Now you have to understand that the more rage he has, the more he can consume with all of his other skills. That's what everybody has to understand with this. But you see what this guy does? It is pure skill damage. Pure. No white numbers anywhere. Pure skill damage. Non-stop skill damage. The only time you'll see white numbers are when he is being targeted, and then he's going to kick back counterattack damage. But I don't even know if that works. I'm pretty sure it does. That's how all counterattack works. But this guy basically is pure skill damage. So what does that mean? That means that this dude has no other damage factor other than skill damage. And with that being said, it is really, really interesting to see that that's all he does, but he does it at such a high level. Now, the other thing is you want to talk about damage output, because the first thing I saw when I got on stream is people saying, well, hey, 350 damage factor isn't that much. Or if he's going to do the AoE damage factor, that's 60% of the damage factor he does in his, in his basic damage, the 200 damage factor. And it's just like, guys, you're looking at it wrong. Because when you actually calculate that, and Sack did that. Sack and Davard both did it. During an active skill, he is doing twice as much damage total as Zuge during a Zuge skill cycle, an active skill cycle. Like running up for 5, 6, 7 seconds, hitting your active skill, this dude does twice as much over that period of time. And he's tanky, of course. He's got defense and health. He's also doing draining. He's mitigating rage. Like, this guy is kind of broken. He's kind of crazy and he's kind of broken. He's going to be crazy in Canyon. Holy jeez. Now, here's the other side to this. You got to figure out what's going to work with this guy. So let's think about this. Let's review real quick. You have to look at this guy. He is basically doing AoE normal damage, but it's done as skill damage every single second. He is doing AoE red numbers every single second he is hitting somebody. These other marches are not hitting him. The ones at the top and bottom, they're not hitting him. He's just doing those red numbers to everybody. It's going to be madness. It is going to be madness in the field. So that's what he does. Now, since he does exclusively skill damage, I kind of like that effect. I kind of like it. Because if you're exclusively going to use skill damage, then you can do a couple of things here. Let's talk about it. All of a sudden, this stupid accessory that we've all said to dismantle, this stupid thing here becomes like a greatest glory to this guy. Okay? Does that make sense? This stupid Pennant of the Eternal Night 5-year-old broke-ass accessory that has been completely nerfed by power creep all of a sudden now gets the greatest glory treatment. Because now you have a commander to where all he does is skill damage. That's all he does every second. All of a sudden that 5% or more, or 5% more skill damage of all types, that's all damage. That's all damage for him. Sorry, let me do this. This stupid thing. Now, this stupid thing does 5% all damage for this guy. This stupid accessory. I have crafted 2 of them. I've dismantled 2 of them. You know why? Because 5% more skill damage in the age of 2025 and smite and combo and the power creeps and all that, this is garbage. However, I always said Greatest Glory is great for enhancing smite and combo, and it's kept it around, and it's really, really good to have. Either you put it on your smite marches or you put it on your combo marches. Well, this damn thing, all of a sudden this thing got good, because you have to look at it with Qin. Skill damage is all damage. Just like normal attack damage or normal damage for Luce is all damage, skill damage enhancements for Qin is all damage. It's same thing. Same, because that's all he does is skill damage. That's all he does. Twilight Falls back. Hell yeah, let's go. Lilith cooked the skill design of Qin. They did. Bro, Akina, you are not wrong. It is wild. It is wild. And I think there's wait a minute. If this guy's that broken, you're going to tell me like Huo is one of the best Cav commanders. The hands down best 2 commanders in the game are Bai Chi and Luce. And then now you got this guy, Qin, that's going to be kind of broken. Why are all the Chinese commanders being the best? Like, what's going on here? They better get their freaking act together. It's not like the ancient Chinese ruled the world. They didn't invade the rest of the world like Alexander the Great. They were squabbling with themselves. How do they have the 4 best commanders in the game? What's going on there? Love the Chinese culture. Love it. Anyways, so now that we deal with that premise that all this guy does, again, all he does, and I'll show it again, is AoE skill damage every second. Every second. Not even white numbers. AoE skill damage. Just every second. Nonstop. Okay, now that we have that, let's really think about this, because now we know this accessory may be viable again. So if you have one and you haven't, if you have one and you have not dismantled it, keep it. Okay, I'll just tell you to keep it. A couple of whales I know Fluffy for one. I was like, what are you doing with that nonsense? Would you dismantle that? Well, then here you go. Now he can use it to get all damage. So, with that being said, what else can we do to enhance skill damage? What's a good secondary to this guy? Huh? Anybody? Anybody? You got Zuge. Okay, good secondary. Zuge's going to do the direct damage. You got to remember, the skills are going to fire off based on rage consumption. And those skills fire off, those active skills fire off pretty quick. Okay, so Zuge's going to fire off his active skills as secondary pretty fast. Can he run out of rage consumption, though? He can, but he's building up that rage every second. He's building up that rage every second. So he might not be able to consume the full amount, or he would be able to consume over the full amount, but he's going to consume whatever's there. So, and if they can't consume it, you saw it there on his skills, that some of the skills won't work if the rage is not there to be consumed. Okay, hold on. Blackout, you hold on 1 second, because you got that idea from me. Zuge enhances skill damage, right? Deal 20% more skill damage. For Qin, that is all damage. That's all damage for Qin. Skill damage equals all damage, right? So you guys got to understand how that works, all right? So what does Qin also do? This goes back to my Attila Philip theory, okay? Qin does damage every single second. He's doing damage every second. It's basically you take an active skill cycle. Toiger, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I guess Chinese players spends quite a lot, perhaps. So you take the amount of damage that Qin does over the course of 7 seconds, right? And he's literally doing, I think Sack and Daver and Nikina, and we were all talking about it. He literally does over those 7 seconds, including the active skill, twice as much as Zuge. Okay? So he's doing damage every second. Well, it's the same thing with Attila, y'all. Attila does damage every single second. And that's why Attila and who works. Anybody? Anyone? Attila Philip works. Because Philip is just increasing your all damage 40% for those 2 seconds. And he might proc it twice. That's what Philip does. Okay? He enhances all damage. So he's great with commanders that are doing damage every single second. It's a little tougher sometimes because you can't get that 40% all damage to hit if the commander he's with is not the secondary. You can't get it to hit during his big active skill. But when you've got a commander like Attila, like we told you, that's why Attila Philip works. When you're doing a ton of damage every second, Philip enhances that damage. Well, this new Qin guy, I mean, he's going to be doing damage every single second. So you put Philip with this dude, and basically Philip and his 40% all damage for 2 seconds. For those 2 seconds while Qin is laying out all those red numbers, that's like a 40% all damage. It's wild. Absolutely wild. So there you go. We're getting more and more commanders that come in that guess what? Guess what we've said and guess what we've talked about? They pair with this guy, okay? They pair with this guy. Philip, the most valuable commander in Rock. He enhances everything and everyone. So that's how this thing works. So let's see. We've got Zuge you can put behind Qin. You got Philip you can put behind Qin. But my dark horse to put behind Qin? Anybody guess? Anyone? Anyone? My dark horse? The second skill as well is also for him? Oh, absolutely. 35% RGD health. You know how much health that is on this march? 20% march speed? Great. Yes, Akina, you're right. You know what else is my dark horse for this? One of y'all had it. Guess who? Guess who would be good to put with Qin? If Qin is an exclusive skill damage commander, it's because Qin Shu is the strongest commander in China history. I love that, Ihara. My whole point, good to see you, by the way, Ihara. My whole point was like all the great commanders are Chinese. And I love Chinese culture. I love the Chinese ancient history. I love it. I read all the books, all about Guan Yu. By the way, when are we getting Zhang Fi in the game? When are we getting, Liu Bei? When are we getting that guy in the game? When are we getting some of these over? You know, Zhu Young, wasn't he like one of the crazy commanders? We got Lu Bu, we got Guan, we got XY. We need some of these other guys. What are the 5 Tigers? What they called it? I can't remember. But yeah, I want to see more of those guys. But right now, all the best commanders are Chinese. The game. YSG. Uh-oh. Ding, 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 ding. Here we go. You guys ready for this? If a commander exclusively deals skill damage every second, that's the damage they deal, what better commander to have than this guy right here? That is the equivalent of 50% all damage. And it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where is he? Where's my guy? Uh-oh. 12%. That's 62% all damage. So I'm not going to make any kind of crazy proclamation, y'all. 62% all damage. We need more Three Kingdom commanders. I agree. I love it. I used to play those games growing up. I loved it. YSG is super slow. No. Yeah, he is. Get level 5 boots. You got 20% march speed with Qin. Zhu Yun would be cap for sure. Hell yeah. Oh, Zhang Fi would be cap for sure. That would be amazing. Only 20% march speed. Yeah, I get it. That's slow. That's slow. That is super slow. It is super slow. However, that is wild damage. Now, I'm not going to make some kind of crazy proclamation, but just like Arthur gave our boy down here, where's he at? William a little rebirth. And just like Luce gave Alex a rebirth, is this new guy giving YSG a rebirth? Oh, there's so many commanders, Ihara. So many. Too many Chinese commanders. Enough's enough. Yes. Liu Bei. Like, come on. Guan Yu is here. Bring Guan's brother here. There you go. Philip has 35% march speed. Is nice. Well, he's got 20% march speed. And if you run the single troop, yeah, you can get an extra 15%. But that's kind of where we're at with this. And so, let me see something real quick. I'm going to save this. Let's see. Here. Now, the one thing you can do, because this is so powerful, this guy's going to be so powerful. And if archers weren't targeted enough, and I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep showing this. If archers weren't more powerful enough, then this is what you got to do. Right there. That's what you got to do. Find the archers. You can't. Like, it's even more prevalent now because now people are going to go back to 2 archer marches. I am. I'm going to go back to 2 archer marches. And when I do, I really need to hide those things. So if you're looking at this, you're like, what the hell is that? You can reference back to my video on how archers can be saved in this game. You can put a 1 troop, you can put a T1 cav, 1 troop, in an infantry and archer march, and it looks like that, integration. You can put a T1 archer in a cav march, and it looks like that. Now, the second you engage the enemy, or if you see a barb around, you just go hit it for 1 second, that troop dies, but the icon stays. So there you go, y'all. That's how you keep archers surviving. The kingdoms that figure this out first and start doing this first are going to win. And pretty soon, everybody's going to be doing it. Everybody. You got to. There's nothing you can do. You have to. By the way, we got over 400 people watching this thing. Give a like, y'all. I want to give out some free memberships. Let's go. Why do you need to hide him when he's tanky? Because he's going to get focus, Rug. Chad. Yes, Akina. You're making me do this? All right, we'll keep that quiet. That's all I was going to say about that. Everybody can skip through that. Oh. Anyway, so that's what we've got there, okay? We'll get Cortex on here, and we'll talk a little bit more about him, and we'll probably have to kind of revisit it and talk about it. But we're over 100 likes now. Let's do some member gifting. Fun. I'm going to do a bunch of them. Let's just do that. Does that sound good? YSG give you the rage he needs as well. YSG does give you the rage. He's a skilled commander. Qin is going to be skill. And if he's skill, oh boy. Wait, that's smite. If he's skill, feral nature, here we go. Rejuvenate, here we go. Undying fury, here we go. I don't know if we have that on the archer tree. I think we do. Oh my God, so here I go. I'm trying to give people memberships. A mistake? What are you going to one-up me like that? You 5-upped me on that one. My guy, Mistake 2489. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. That is massive. Let's go. Crix gets a membership. Oh my God, this guy. My bestie. He gets a membership. Wasn't even subscribed to my channel. I don't even know. Mad gets a membership. Allfather gets a membership. LCN, let's go. Don't forget, there's also a new skill damage formation coming out. Oh, yeah. Skill damage formation. Let's go. Anime Army. You guys like my Anime Army? Yasin, good to see you, buddy. Yes. Memberships everywhere. This portion of the stream is brought to you by Mistake, where mistakes can happen. Throw some hype emojis up there for our boy. He's awesome. He's amazing. He comes around every now and then, shows massive support. Shows massive. By the way, 2489, boy, they're going through a little bit of a rebirth. Cleaned up the kingdom. They were so lean. They were down to like 80 members, now back up to like, I think 110 or 120. Just crushing it. Crushing it. Almost 40K subs. This guy. Yeah, we're rolling. Tell a friend. All right, so we got that field commander out of the way. We're going to have to work with him, but the easy thing to say is he exclusively does skill damage every second AoE, and he does not have a rage requirement. He has a rage consumption. That's what makes him fire off his skill. I think that's the easy way to say that. Now, from there, you can talk about his drain effects. You can talk about how he can take rage from people. You can talk about how he does additional, additional skill damage. All the different things that come with this guy. It's really, really hard to understand. But that I'm trying to dumb it down for everybody. SinCal got a membership. Let's go. Oh, my God. Mistake, thank you so much, buddy. That helps support the channel. Help support the community and everything that we do. We're riding here. All right. So now let's talk about the rally commander. We ready? Okay. This guy, by the way, he's pretty heavy set. I like it. It needs to be tested. In the end, it needs to be tested. But we think, from what we know, it's very unique. We don't all understand all of it. But it appears with the stat stick. I mean, look at this stat stick, y'all. 30% defense, 20% health. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, that alone is like awesome. And so, yeah, he appears to be just out of control good. Okay. Shapur, let's go. This guy, I'm going to have to go watch a documentary on this guy. I love the art of this guy. He looks awesome. He looks absolutely awesome. He looks like Chad. No, I'm not quite that big, bro. Back in my playing days, I was a little more robust. So now, no, we dead 98 players. 98 players. I'm sorry, I'm driving, not responding quickly. Mistake. You got more than 98 players. You got, well, whatever 98 players you got, it's ass kicker. So you're doing really, really good, bro. Good for you. Good for you. So here's our guy, Shapur. Let's go. Tupac Shapur. We call him Tupac. Can we do that? Most of you Zoomers don't even know who Tupac was. This guy. I mean, Herman will increase that skill damage too on the target. Yep, absolutely. Yes, mistake. Stay safe, buddy. Scorpy, good to see you, man. We are cruising. Okay, let's look at this guy. Because this guy's got some effects that I think are really, really cool. Okay? So as we look at him, all right, Tupac Shapur, let's go. The Might of Shahanshah. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not going to try to pronounce all these things. Oh, we're having way too much fun. 100% way too much fun. Do archers really need another rally lead? Absolutely they do. Rage requirement of 1,000. Okay, so we're back to rage requirements. Okay, we don't have to explain the algorithm that is Emperor Qin. You deal additional damage to a target every second for 4 seconds. 800 damage factor. Okay, this will officially circumvent or subvertize 3,000 damage factor. You do this over 4 seconds. 800 damage factor. We'll come back to that because that's not great for the field, y'all. That's not good at all for the field. But we'll come back to that. If the target is less than 500 rage, it also cannot receive a shield for the next 2 seconds. Okay. So if the target is less than 500 rage, I know many of you are saying, oh, this guy mitigates shields, so Hera must be dead. Let me go look at something real quick. Let me go look at something real quick. This would be the only time Hera It would be the only time Hera... Let me see here. Let me figure this out. Because you get the Mighty Shield off of his active skill. When he's a secondary commander, that Mighty Shield's going to fire off when you don't have any rage. The rage bar is reset. Uh-oh. 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 Is this guy the Hera killer? Is this guy the Hera killer? Oh, no. Hera's gonna die. Nips, oh, buddy, thank you for the super chat. 360 people watching, 130 likes. Come on, let's hit the button. Let's go, y'all. Does he need to keep hitting the target for the active skill to work, though? Yes, he does. That's the one thing bad about that. That's like a Sargon effect. So hold on, I'll get to that in a second. Okay? But this shield thing... The target has less than 500 rage. When he fires his active skill, you can't fire your shield. So we're going to have to see how that mechanic works. Tokugawa Hera are dead. Well, I don't think Tokugawa Hera was ever a good combination. But it's the same thing with Tokugawa, right? Let's go back and look at him. I'm so glad I did a stream on this and not a video so we can actually talk about it. Because there's just a lot of stuff in here. Okay, where's my boy Tokugawa? I've got the heads to max him. I haven't maxed him yet, but let's see here. Mighty Shield, same thing. Doesn't he do another Mighty Shield? Mighty Shield, 1,200. Whenever it receives a buff, it has a 50... Okay, so you might receive that buff over 50 or 500 rage. We're going to have to see how that works because that doesn't look very good. That does not look very good for Hera and Tokugawa. Yes, I got you, Cletus. Or Cletus, however we're going to say your name. Cletus? Yes, throw a like on here, y'all. We're hammering. We are hammering. Eleanor Yanziska got to finally be meta. Let's go. Oh, you know what they're setting this up for? They're setting it up for a combo Cav commander to be a garrison commander to absolutely nuke this rally. So yeah, here we go. Rock, paper, scissors. Here we go. We're back to that. We are back to that. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Okay. What? Oh, we got all these subscriptions. No Brain 5. Let's go. Thanks for subscribing. All right. So that's the active skill. Let's come down here to the second skill. Humiliation of Rome. Akina, thank you for being a 2-month member. Like the stream. Let's go, Chad. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. By the way, if you look up in the top of the chat, I've got it pinned. You can go follow Akina. Please give him a sub and make sure you're subscribed to his channel. Great content today. Go back and watch his stream today. He went through a lot of these numbers with some of the brainiacs he's got. It was really kind of cool. Okay. Humiliation of Rome. This commander's archer units gain 20% march speed and 20% health. Oh, that's a cool 40% stat stick. Look at all this health on all these archers. Holy jeez. Whenever their troop takes damage, it has a 25% to gain 30% attack for 3 seconds. I don't see a cooldown there. So at any time, you can have a 25% chance to gain 30% attack for 3 seconds. So that basically is going to fire off, what, every 4 seconds? So that's going to be pretty high uptime. So that's pretty good on the attack. I like that. Yeah, the rally's going to be cooking, bro. Then the last down here of the Humiliation of Rome, if they are leading a rally attack, their archer units gain an extra 20% march speed. That's 40% march speed going. These archers are going to be vroom, vroom. Zoom. Here we go. I like it. Okay, second skill, a lot of stat sticks. So basically you have 20% march speed, 20% health. On average, I would say, 30% times 3 is 150 divided by 7. Divided by 7, that's, about 20% attack. Is that right? No, that wouldn't be right. Yeah, that'd be right. About 20%. Okay. So about 20% attack on a perpetual basis. Okay, let's go to the next skill. Third skill. Do I have this right? Is that the actual third skill? I hope so. Blessed by Atash. Okay. Whenever this commander's troop deals skill damage, it has a 20% chance to inflict the following effects for 3 seconds. Don't you always love hearing that? The following effects? Like all these effects? Murph, you are not retiring from the garrison. Get your ass in there. We'll swarm these rallies down, and we'll be cooking. We're going to be just fine. All right. So the following effects for 3 seconds. Anytime you do skill damage, 20% chance to inflict the following effects. The target cannot receive temporary health buffs. Ooh. Uh-oh. Cannot receive temporary health buffs. What garrison or garrisons have a bunch of those health buffs? Well, I think we got one over here. Where's his at? Doesn't he have a trigger? Yep. There's your Tosho effect. 5% stacks up to 4 times. 20% health bonus. That's gone. Cannot get that buff. Oh my gosh, they just made an instant Toko killer. Holy jeez. Holy. And the target also deals 20% less normal damage. Well, for Tokugawa, for Gorgo, where's Gorgo? That's like a 20% damage mitigation, all damage mitigation. Wow. Okay. So we're cooking here. No shields, no health. Rip Tokugawa. Yes, Akina. Okay, fourth skill. Okay, hold on. Includes direct damage, additional damage. Okay, we got all that from the third skill. Fourth skill. Stout Walls of Bishapur. Okay, if the commander is leading a rally attack, whenever their rally army grants a buff, it has a 50% chance to gain 100 rage and gain a 30% bonus to skill damage dealt for 3 seconds. Anytime you gain a buff. Well, you put this dude with Ash. Ash is going to be giving buffs, right? So our boy Shapur, where's Ash? He's around here somewhere. There he is. he gives you these buffs. Every time you fire off a skill damage, any kind of active skill, from the primary or the secondary, he gives you these buffs. So that is great synergies with Ashe. I think that's probably the way they needed to build this guy. I mean, holy jeez. Okay. So you get 100 rage, 50% chance to gain 100 rage, and then 30% bonus to skill damage dealt for 3 seconds. You got to remember, this is what everybody has to understand with this guy. Let's say he fires off his active skill. Then for the next 4 seconds, based on his active skill, where is it? For the next 4 seconds, he's hitting the target with 800 damage factor for 4 seconds. Well, the second he runs his active skill, Ashe is going to give a buff. It doesn't matter what buff it is, he's just going to give a buff. So all of a sudden, that skill damage can be enhanced by 30%. So that actually works. That's pretty effective. There's an efficiency rating to that. Oh my. I like that. A lot of Ashe synergies, this guy. Asher Tupac rallies, let's go. I get it. 100%. 100%. All right, his expertise, all must submit. Oh, man. That is pretty demanding. If this commander is leading a rally attack, whenever the rallied army deals damage, it has a 15% chance to deal additional damage every second for 1 second to 5 enemy troops near the target. Damage factor 200. Okay, so now we got a little bit of the Qin effect here. Cooldown is 1 second. Deals damage, it has a 15% chance. So 15% of the time, they're going to do some AoE effect. If they're not leading a rally attack, whenever the troop deals additional damage, it has a 15% chance. So when you're doing additional damage, which basically means you're doing his active skill, then you have a 15% chance, where if he is leading a rally attack, any kind of damage you're dealing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's additional damage, skill damage, secondary skill damage, turns where nobody's doing any red numbers, you're just doing white numbers. So they put a field component in here with this guy. So the expertise works with field. It's a little different, but it works with field. The fourth skill does not work with the field. So X that one out. Okay, so come back to the fourth skill. We'll X that one out. The third skill absolutely works for the field. Okay, we got that one. The second skill absolutely works for the field, except for the extra 20% march speed. So basically, the fourth skill is all you miss if you run this guy in the field. The only problem with this guy in the field is that he definitely has that Sargon effect. That Sargon effect basically means he has to be attached to the target to get his additional damage stuff rolling off. But as far as inf garrisons go, this is going to be a little bit tough. However, if we get these before Kingsland, Akina, we're going to have an artifact. And if we get an artifact, we might be able to work with some Cav garrisons. So, whew. That was a lot to take in. Oh, my friend. Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
How was your practice?
Good.
How was practice, son? Did you do good?
Mm-hmm. You saw I sent you, man.
Oh, I know. You did great. Akina, yep, just hide that, Akina. We don't have to tell him. Bro. I'm cooked. I'm fried. I went through all this stuff.
Why?
Because we have commanders here. This commander, Qin, he's like an algorithm in and of himself. But before we get into that...
Yeah, I saw his skills and I just was like, I don't even know where to begin.
Well, I think I dumbed it down. But before we get into that, everybody was asking about the 1.9% damage. Do you want to disclose that on your stream later, or do you want to talk about it now? What do we do?
I'm not gonna talk about it yet.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see what happened. Leave everybody in limbo immediately. 1.9. Oh, dude. You were the most talked about guy in Rock yesterday. It was great.
Oh, my.
So, first and foremost, I was thinking about this, bro. Like, Huo's a great commander. Obviously, Luce and Bai Chi are off the charts. And now it appears this guy is pretty disgusting. Why are all these commanders the Chinese commanders? Like, I'm all for it. I love ancient Chinese history. Love it. The Three Kingdoms, all that stuff. I've read all the books. I've read everything. And they've got even a gazillion more commanders they've never even put into the game. Like a zillion, a bunch more generals. Like we were talking about Zhu Yun, we were talking about Zhang Fi, we're talking about Liu Bei, all these crazy good commanders. And they already have all the best commanders in the game. Without a Sun Tzu Prime.
They should make Arthur Chinese too.
100%. Yes. Hallex, you can find out what happened to the 1.9% all damage in Cortex's stream. He's going to stream later on today. I love it. I love it. Okay, so here's Qin, bro. Are you watching? I can share my screen, but I'm showing it on the OBS. I guess I can go put these in the game. Should I just do that?
So we can not this again.
Go put the photos in the game. Well, I've got all my Cav stuff in here.
Yeah, you're flexing your armaments.
What? Whatever.
You can put all those in the same picture. You don't need.
Hey! I like to distinguish them. You missed the field discussion. Is Qin broken? Okay. So basically, Cortex, we'll go back to his first skill. Okay. And we're gonna try to dumb it down.
Yeah, I need it to be dumbed down too. I just saw some stuff about you start with rage and you lose rage for like everything.
Yes.
And it's like,
So this is new. This is the first commander we've ever had that does not have a rage requirement. He has a rage consumption. So his rage bar works off of consumption. When he consumes 1,000 rage, then he fires his active skill.
Oh.
Now you're seeing it. Okay. Now,
wait, so he's OP with Edward.
He might be OP with Edward. So, if we look at this, now his active skill doesn't really do much. His active skill just basically enhances the second skill, Iron Pierces Bronze.
Yeah, but that's the OP stuff, isn't it?
Yes, very OP stuff. So it enhances that, but basically the active skill gives a 10% buff of the Eternal Emperor. Or, I'm sorry, a 10-second buff of the Eternal Emperor effect. You get it for 10 seconds. And that's really just perpetual. Like, you just get that. Because
isn't that a rage thing, like OP? Because there's so many rage reductions in the game now. Like, doesn't he just benefit from being rage reduced?
Hold on. No, because he has to consume his own rage.
Oh.
So if you look at do you have the skills pulled up in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you go to Iron Pierces Bronze, whenever the commander's troop launches a basic attack, it spends 100 rage. So it consumes 100 rage, and it won't do this unless you have the rage. And it converts the damage into direct damage. The direct damage is equal to 100% of the troop's basic attack damage factor. So you're not doing white numbers anymore. It converts it to red numbers.
Yeah, but that scales with normal damage, right?
No.
Are you sure?
Yep. It's skill damage. It's skill
direct damage is equal to 100% of the troop's basic attack damage factor.
The factor.
Basic attack damage.
Big damage factor.
But the basic attack damage is increased by normal damage and attack.
I don't know if that's true.
But this guy needs to be primary, right?
Yeah, he's got to be primary, and there's a skill later on that talks about that.
Because I was thinking maybe he's like good with Shajar or something. But they both need to be primary. So
yeah, it's all everything this guy does is skill damage. Like it's all skill damage. Well, look at the stat sticks though: 20% march speed, 30% defense, 20% health.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's insane. That's incredible. That is incredible. Okay, so he's tanky. That's not necessarily prickly. That's not necessarily sustain healing. That's just pure tanky.
I mean, 50% defense and health.
Oh my god. Put him with Philip. Holy.
And 20% mark speed for archers.
Yes. Okay, good stuff. Third skill. Let's go on to that one. Okay. I gotta move this along. The third skill is actually called the Thunder Shakes the Earth. Okay. If this commander's troops is in the field and has been outside of your city for 10 seconds, it gains the Eternal Emperor effect. So basically, if you get out of your city for 10 seconds, you get the active skill. So you get to do the AoE active skill that happens every second. So that's why I'm saying that the Eternal Emperor effect that the active skill gives you, it's just perpetual. You're just going to get it all the time. But they're wording it all funny. But basically, that's what it is. Now, this can trigger every 60 seconds when you leave battle and get back in. But it doesn't matter. You just automatically trigger it when you do your active skills. Whenever the troop deals direct damage with Iron Pierces Bronze or the Eternal Emperor effect, it spends 20 rage. So it consumes 20 rage to deal extra damage to all targets and drain 10 rage from them. Damage factor 200. Okay. We'll come back to that because the expertise enhances that. So that's not really that important yet. Okay. We'll come back to the fourth skill. Valor Best Despair. If this commander's troop is attacking a field troop, if they are the primary commander, you automatically show up to the battle with 500 rage. Okay?
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy, but you're not really looking at that. You have 500 rage to consume, right? So it's not like...
But how... I'm so confused, because how does this work if with like a secondary commander? Because how do they fire their skill?
I'm going to show you. Because there's a video to it. So the rage bar it goes up on him as he's consuming rage. So the fourth skill basically gives you a bank of 500 rage to consume. And as you're doing your skills and stuff, you're consuming more and more rage, and you see that rage bar go up and up and up. And
so rage gain is still good because you need rage to consume.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's basically how that works. Now, let me see. Come back over here to this. Okay. So the Valor, in addition to that, their troops take 10% less normal damage. Hey, that's great. Less combo and smite damage. You kind of mitigate that a little bit. Now, here's the other kicker, and this is really cool. Whenever their troop takes direct damage from smite or combo with a 300 damage factor, so none of the like small little procs that CJ and stuff does, but the big damage factor that Arthur does and BQ and Luce, you're going to spend 40 rage. So you're consuming rage. Like everybody has to look at this. When you see the word spend, you have to view that as you gain 40 rage, like by practical terms, because the more you consume, the more you spend, the quicker you fire off your active skill. So you're going to spend 40 rage to reduce the damage by 40%. You're going to reduce that damage by 40%. Huge damage mitigation. This can trigger a total of 6 times per second.
Wait, how? Oh, you can gain so much rage then.
Well, you can consume so much rage.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. But you gain by consuming, right? So
Yes.
Wait, and there's no like rage spending cap. Like, how fast can you actually fire this dude's skill? Like, let's say you got hit by a bunch of like stuff.
That's a great question. So
like
I asked,
in a ball, you're gonna go crazy.
You're gonna go crazy. Now, I think you're gonna run out of rage to consume because a lot of these lot of these skills are saying, hey, it won't trigger without sufficient rage. Like if you run out of the rage, you can't
so you
trigger.
need a ton of rage gen with this guy.
But this guy, bro. I mean, he's
basically with a rage engine.
You need him with a rage. Okay, then we'll come back to that. All right, let's go to his expertise. Okay, this is the expertise. Seal governs all. This basically enhances the third skill. Now all of a sudden it's 10 seconds out of your city, and you gain the Eternal Emperor effect for 10 seconds now. But here's the kicker on this one: when their troops deal direct damage with Iron Pierces Bronze or the Eternal Emperor effect, it spends now 25 rage instead of 20. And you drain 15 rage instead of 10. So you gotta think about this. You're draining rage from all 5 targets you're hitting, bro. From the Eternal Emperor. So I know it's a hard way to think about it, right? But you gotta look at it. Okay, so I don't know if you're looking at the stream or you might be a little bit behind.
No, I'm not.
But the video shows right here. I'm showing the video now. You can see his rage bar. It goes fast, bro. Like it fires up.
And they like probably don't have like horns and stuff on that, if I had to guess.
Now it's got Zuge behind it, right?
Well, that's a rage engine. That helps.
Okay. Well, look at this. If you watch the video that they showed, dude, he's firing off every 5 seconds. Like, this is fast.
And in a ball, you're gonna go way faster, right? Because you're getting hit by all sorts of stuff by AOE.
And you're consuming it all, right?
Yeah. And then you're draining. Wait, this guy's broken.
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Wait, now, how much damage does he actually do? Because like that's
okay. Great question. Great question. I asked this question. I was talking to Sack about it, and he said over the course of a active skill cycle, let's say 7 seconds, compared to Zuge, this includes Zuge's AOE, right? The damage factor of this guy compared to Zuge over 7 seconds totals almost double Zuge.
So he's the most broken commander in the game.
The most broken commander in the game. And you're laying down nothing but skill damage. That's all he's laying down. Okay. Only 1 target counterattacks you. That's the other thing. While he's dude, you can go hit somebody and you're just doing AoE to everything else. And you're not taking any counterattack from it. You're basically just every second just hammering AoE on everybody.
What do you mean not taking counterattack?
I mean, you're not. I mean,
that's every AoE commander, isn't it?
It is, but you don't get that every second. Typically, it's like, okay, to do damage to a bunch of targets every second, they have to be swarming you, right? You're kicking back counterattack. But you don't. I mean, this is why.
Crazy.
He's crazy. Now, here's the other part of this. Since he is exclusively skill damage.
Yeah.
Are we going back? Does that basically, and it does, it basically turns the Pendant of the Eternal Night into a Greatest Glory for Smite and combo. Like the Pendant now for this particular commander is like an all damage buff of 5%.
Wait.
Yeah.
Isn't this guy broken with YSG?
Oh my God! You just killed my punchline. I was getting there. Jeez,
bro,
Cortex.
Rage Engine, that's 50% skill, 62% actually with YSG Museum Relic.
Yes! So we were going to go to pairs in a second. So the obvious pair is Zuge, right? That's what a lot
CL and YSG, I think, are the obvious pairs.
Philip is also a really good pair because you're basically adding 35% health. Plus, when you're doing the red numbers every second, it's like the Attila effect with Philip. If you're doing a lot of...
How does Philip expertise work with him though? Can he like cast his skill again if
he would cast the Eternal Emperor
but
again.
I guess it's not that powerful casting that again, is it?
But it doesn't matter. The point is, Philip enhances all damage, right? So it's like why it works with Attila. If you're doing a bunch of damage every single second,
he's doing stuff all the time.
Every second, you're just maximizing all damage every second. So Philip's a good secondary. We know ZL is, but Zuge or a YSG, bro, YSG's coming back, man. 62% skill damage. That's like 62% all damage for this guy.
That is crazy. Like that's just. Oh, what am I doing with my pairings now? That's so annoying.
It's not annoying. It's fun.
For me, it's annoying.
It's super fun. I think you keep everything.
Something really weird.
Dude. So why? Because I immediately thought of YSG and I was like, uh-oh. Like if you were going to the altar and you were microing 1 March and you're trying to lay down as much damage as possible, it would have to be
Qin
and YSG. I mean, ZL does have a 20% or 25% skill damage increase.
I think it's ZL.
I mean, but YSG, bro, I think this is just...
YSG's second skill is also broken because
yes, 100%.
The new guy's skill, like based on the damage of his basic attack, right?
Yep.
Which means that 100% attack is actually gonna make him do a lot of damage, is it not?
For 3 seconds. So that's a buff for him for 3
seconds. Attack is crazy.
And you're gaining rage.
Yeah, and it's gaining rage. Wait, YSG is so broken with him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I now we're gonna have to play with it and test it. Like, look, everybody's just blowing up in the chat. Cortex brain go boom. If you take,
I mean, just 2 archers, ZL Herman and new guy with YSG. Holy jeez. Go crazy.
So if you think about it, okay, you have YSG that's being the rage engine that's helping out too, right? And then you get the skill damage buff. You get all that stuff going. You have this thing firing off every single second, bro. And I didn't even look at the archer attack bonus because it's kind of a sneaky one, right? For the second skill.
But I mean, 100% attack is a lot.
That is a ton of attack. A ton. And now you're thinking...
thought this guy was balanced, by the way, 6 years ago?
I mean...
This guy is so broken.
Well, he's kind of been fading, right? We know that. But now all of a sudden, you're going all in on skill damage. Like, you're doing...
But it didn't even, like, fully disappear yet, and he's already, like, meta again.
Now, he doesn't have any march speed.
No, but the other guy has 20%, so you're chilling.
You're chilling. Like, bro. And then YSG still does his 5-target AoE.
What?
I mean, it can be pretty. It's you're not gonna be cooked. You're gonna go get this guy. And you're gonna go murder him.
Yeah, but what am I can't think of my marches anymore. Because I'm using 3, right? And I'm forced to use Philip primary, and now I'm forced to use this guy primary, and I'm forced to use Shajar primary. So those 3 are like my set primaries.
Well, you don't have to use Shajar.
I have to use 3 archer marches. You want me to use Burika?
No. You run. Okay, well. You run Philip ZL. You run Qin with YSG. You run and you run Ash Herman. Oh, you don't have Ash. This guy. Well, you run Shajar Herman. You run Shajar Herman.
Shajar Herman is so like
Okay.
Because Herman increases AoE damage that you deal. Shajar doesn't do AoE. Do I use?
Wait. You just said it. Herman increases AoE damage every second. Okay, so how much damage increase does Herman do?
20%.
20% AoE skill damage. Does he do any other skill damage?
Well, he has his poison, obviously, but he doesn't need to be in the march to do that.
That's a debuff. I mean, Nebu?
Nebu? Am I really using Nebu?
You got to really think about this, Cortex. I think I'm going to sponsor your dailies for Ash. Is Ash in the dailies yet?
He is.
Oh, my. You also got to think about this. Qin is going to, if his rage consumption like works with the drain and the rage engines and stuff you can put on him, he's going to fire off every 5 to 6 seconds. Which means
there's an SMG coming up, but that's gonna be in fighting. I'm gonna need to KP chase. So like, cause seeing the new garrison, the new rally dude, like he's trash. Like
from the field, yeah, yeah. You said it perfectly. You and I was telling everybody that you and I were just talking about it briefly, and you had mentioned he's like the Sargon of the.
Yeah, I mean, like damage every second and stuff doesn't work in field, man.
Hey, let me ask you this. Let's go back to this, because does he have to be primary? What does he lose if he's not primary?
Yeah, he loses 500 rage when he enters combat.
But how long does that take, bro? It takes like 2 or 3 seconds to get.
No, I'm not running him secondary. That's no.
That's all you lose. To gain 500 rage, it takes like 3 seconds. Like you're going to stay engaged in combat for what? 60 seconds, 120 seconds, back and forth fighting? I mean, that's just something to think about.
I'm not using him secondary. That sounds so troll.
You can never cast a skill with him second?
Yeah, you're griefing your first cycle so bad because he's just stuck trying to spend rage and he doesn't have any rage to spend. Because you don't have rejuvenate proc until you start casting. You don't have any anything basically, unless you get like a lucky.
I get it. Like, no, listen. Everybody's just hammering this. Like, oh my god, he has to have it. Like, listen, I understand that. I'm not a carrot over here that can't think for himself. I understand he needs that. However, you're just basically giving up that first 2 or 3 seconds or 4 seconds of being able to do all this fun stuff. So,
yeah, I don't want to give up the fun stuff.
Qin is not a nuker. Qin nukes. Yes, Kaiser. He is a nuker. So everybody understands he does significantly more damage over a skill cycle period, 7 seconds, than Zuge does, when you include Zuge's active skill. He does significantly more over that span. I mean, with Philip's secondary, this dude's going to be... I mean, he's going to be super potent with a lot of things, bro. I mean, I don't want you to get stuck thinking about your marches right now. I want you to think about the community right now. What is everybody going to go run?
Well, then it's easy. You can run 2 archers, ZL Herman and that guy with YSG, and there you go.
So
or even if you want to stretch to 3 archers, you can do ZL Philip, that new guy with YSG and Ash Herman.
Ash Herman, pretty good. They're still going to get focused, but whatever. Archer players are no. Now here's what he does. I think he literally makes YSG what Arthur made William and what Luce made Alex. Right?
Well, even better.
Even
they
better.
Actually do the same damage type. You're not doing 0 damage with William.
I mean, God, 62% all damage. What is going on? Can you imagine all these things in a murder ball? All the red numbers going everywhere. I mean,
yeah, he's completely broken. I mean, the thing that like he can do stuff before casting the skill is so OP.
I mean,
like that it does so much every second is crazy because there's so much back and forth now. So the fact that like every time he's hitting, he's doing something is like wild.
The second you focus somebody, red numbers everywhere.
That is crazy.
That's
is
crazy.
Stupid broken.
That's awesome. That's what that is. That is awesome. Okay, let's look at this rally commander. Okay, Tupac Shapur. That's what we're going to call him. Tupac.
What?
It's Shapur. That's his name. Shapur. The first of his name. YSG is so slow. Glass cannon, bro. It don't matter. Like the days of glass cannon are over. It doesn't matter, bro. Cheeseburgering will be fun. Well, you got to get out of your city for more than 10 seconds. That's the only thing about the cheeseburgering.
Yeah, that's actually good that they put that there, so you can't just
hammer it.
It's the same reason they did the thing with War, right? So you can't just like pop out and fire his skill like
then pop back in
3 seconds and then just go back in.
Yes. Yeah. But YSG, if you can get around the fact that it's a little glass cannony, it doesn't matter. YSG would be the ultimate enabler in that situation.
That guy has 50% of defensive stats. It's not like he's squishy.
He's so tanky, you can run him with YSG.
And YSG has 20% defense, don't forget, from the Museum Relic.
Okay, so
like they have 70% of defensive stats.
They have 50% defense. 50% defense.
Yeah, and 20% health.
And 20% health.
Plus Archer Gear is already a lot of health, so...
There you go.
And the new KVK tech also, like... I don't think it's going to be an issue running that March.
I don't think it will either. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so let's look at Shapur, right? Archer conquering and skill, of course. Okay, you go into his active skill. Now, this is a rage requirement. We're not doing the consumption thing. Thank God. 1,000 rage requirement. Deals additional damage to a target troop every second for 4 seconds. 800 damage factor. Now that supersedes the Subutai 3000 combo he does. This is 3200 worth of damage. If the target has less than 500 rage, it also cannot receive shield effects for 2 seconds. Oh boy. That's not good, bro. That's not.
Yeah, he counters a lot of stuff, huh?
So,
Hera,
yeah.
Poisses, Gorgo, everyone shields
Well,
new guys too,
the thing
Tokugawa.
is, if Hera is secondary, okay,
Yeah.
he's going to be firing off his mighty shield when you have hardly any
when you
rage.
have 0 rage. Yeah.
And Tokugawa.
Even if he's primary, your rage still resets after the first commander costs.
Yep. And Tokugawa, let's get down to him. His big shield that he does. Lassie, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate you. The big shield that he does, the mighty shield on his 4th skill of 1200, it happens when you receive a buff. And it has a 50% chance to gain a damage absorbing shield. You generally receive the buff with Gorgo off of her active
when
skill.
she uses her active.
So that's a complete nerf for shield garrisons. Big time.
But everything's a shield garrison.
Yeah.
What's not a shield garrison?
I don't know. Does Gorgo have a shield? I guess she does.
Yeah, but who are you using Gorgo with?
Attila.
Well, I guess in that case.
Okay. Let's go to the second skill. Humiliation of Rome. Okay. This commander's archer units gain 20% march speed. Nice. 20% health. God, they're dishing out the stats, man. Whenever this troop takes damage, it has a 25% chance to gain 30% attack for 3 seconds. There's no cooldown on that, Cortex. I think we did the numbers. It's like, it turns out to be like, I don't know, 15, 20% perpetual. So you get attack with that. When you're leading, now this is something different. When you're leading a rally attack, you gain an additional 20% march speed. That's 40% march speed on a rally. With Ash, that is zoom.
It's gonna be going fast.
That is gonna be cooking.
Actually, pretty good for Arc, more than anything, to be honest.
Yep.
Most rallies are really good in Arc.
Okay. We'll go to the third skill. Let's look at this. Blessed to the Atash. Okay? Blessed by the Atash. Whenever this commander's troop deals skill damage, it has a 20% chance to inflict the following effects for 3 seconds. First effect is that the target cannot receive temporary health buffs. Oh my god. Tokugawa. RIP.
Yeah, Tokugawa is so dead. He didn't even have a chance to become alive and he's already dead.
The Tosho effect. To get his 20% health. Where's that at? Here it is. You get the stacks of health, 5% with 4 stacks, and it resets, so you get perpetually 20% health. Yeah, that's gone. He didn't even have a chance to get going. Jeez.
It's just like countering Tokugawa completely, like the shields and the health buff.
And the other effect to this third skill is that the target deals 20% less normal damage.
Well, yeah, and even more.
Oh, man.
This thing is gonna completely wreck Gorgo Tokugawa.
Oh, my gosh.
Him with Ash, oh my god. And just wait for the new skill damage formation.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now this is the center. The fourth skill is now the synergies with Ash. This is a lot of fun. Stout Walls of Bishapur. Okay, if the commander is leading a rally attack, whenever their rallied army grants a buff, it has a 50% chance to gain 100 rage and gain 30% bonus to skill damage for 3 seconds. The cooldown on that is 4 seconds. Well, Ash is going to give a buff every time you fire off a skill. Every time. So there's massive uptime on that. That's a big time rage engine. With a 4-second cooldown, I mean, you could probably get that thing to fire off just about every skill cycle. So synergies with Ash, we see that. Ooh, synergies with Joan. No, never mind.
What?
No, I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Hold on. I'm burning stuff. Okay, then his expertise. If this commander is leading a rallied army, so they on his expertise, they do give him kind of a field thing here. But for the most part, if this commander is leading a rally attack, whenever their rallied army deals damage, it doesn't specify direct damage, doesn't specify skill damage, it just says damage. It has a 15% chance to deal additional damage every second for 1 second. So let's clean that up. It has a 15% chance to deal 200 damage to 5 enemy troops. Cooldown is 1 second. So you can fire this thing off quite a bit.
Whenever it deals damage, that counts counterattacks too.
Everything.
So you can like fire it every turn, basically, if you're getting swarmed.
Yep.
That's really
so
crazy.
There's some anti-swarm on that, and the cooldown's only 1 second. So you can
like doing 1,000 damage factor from a rally to swarmers every single second is actually quite a lot.
And there's no nerfing on that damage AOE. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So if you are not leading a rally attack, whenever this troop deals additional damage, so that's him and his active skill, right? The 4 seconds he's connected. Then you have the 15% chance to deal additional damage every 2 seconds to one enemy troop near the target.
So an extra 400 damage onto his active skill, I guess.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be the field guy. He's kind of got some Sargon vibes to him.
Honestly, if that expertise, like the first part, worked for open field, it wouldn't be that bad. Because if you could just do like a 5 target AoE every time you use your skill, I mean, it's not big damage, but something, then it could be like conceivable. But no, I think he's just bad for field. I mean, swarming with this guy is crazy too, right? Because his third skill and his active skill, like the debuffs work.
Oh my gosh.
Like the debuffs he's putting on and the single target damage he's doing to the garrison is like crazy.
It's good. It's really good. So you would obviously you would obviously go latent power, big time. So the additional damage is enhanced by skill damage and latent power, right?
Yeah. Additional damage and skill damage.
I'm trying to go through the chat here now. Sorry, guys. We were looking at that. Henry with him, also super strong. Ooh, Henry.
Yeah, I mean, if you need more anti-swarm, you can go with Henry.
And Henry's going to give some buffs, too. You got that going.
If you can get away with it, though, use with Ash. But if you're struggling keeping the rally alive, then just slot in Henry and, yeah, you'll be happy.
And go, and you'll be fine. So Henry's going to give some normal damage kickback, right, for counter. And then this guy's going to give his expertise, which is going to be doing some AoE every other second if you're getting swarmed.
Yeah.
But the field commander is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the rally guy, too, is just not good for open field.
Here's what the rally guy looks like. I'm showing the animation and everything on him. It's kind of got flames, fire arrows from heaven going on. He shoots him up. Pew! Like my sound effects. It does have a cool little fire effect on the troops, so there you go. Man.
Bro, with Pakal as well in an artifact.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh my gosh. The Crazed Inscription, another 35 raised. A lot of people were asking about that. Oh gosh. We got a bugle from Quacks. Archers over all Phoenix troop types. God, here we go. He just wanted me to have to say that. You could have just super chatted it to me. I'd have said it. I think this guy's the Qin is going to be crazy. I think it's going to be nuts. They're back, baby. They are back.
I never left.
Look at you.
We've been living in the shadows.
Oh,
time to come back out in the lights.
The Qin animation is so good. The dragon from the Qin animation is cool. It's just freaking cool. Now, it doesn't really do anything. It's just red numbers everywhere. Look at the red numbers. This is just crazy. Oh my God, what are we doing? Quacks is happy? Yes. Don't even listen, Crittich, we're not even starting with the destructive theory, okay? Putting the arch formation on Qin would be like putting Wedge on Attila. It doesn't make any sense. You're not going to put the destructive on that. Woo is asking any update on your armament, Cortex? Cortex is going to stream later and he'll give you an update. We do need to talk about all these new commanders so close to each other. Not fair for younger accounts entering SOC. Yeah. Now, the good news is you can spend more if you're a spender. I mean, a lot of commanders. A lot of commanders. So, is Quacks putting up another one? That was said by Zooted. Quacks doesn't condone. Got it. Thank you, Zooted. You just put Hunter on your crazed. I mean, I would probably rather have Hunter, wouldn't you, than crazed? You just get a 5% boost to skill damage dealt. Oh my God, bro. Bro. 62% skill damage from YSG with all the boosts from Intrepid and Hunter and Unstoppable. Oh my gosh. It's going to be gobs of damage. Just gobs. What do I think of the Armory Alchemy bundle? Well, I like it because it gives me content. I'm getting ready to roll here in a second to give you guys some content. I was told damaged over crazed. Now, the crazed idea isn't like awful. Like, it's not bad. Just so people understand. Crazed is the rare inscription that gives 35 rage, and it's got a cooldown of 2 seconds. That's anytime you deal direct damage. Oh, wait a minute. Cortex? Anytime you deal direct damage, you get 35 rage. He deals direct damage every single second.
Yeah, I guess Crazy is really good. I don't know if it's better, though, than
Hunter. I think the 5% boost is just that's just too good. That's too good.
I don't think it's better, but I think it's like very close. Like to the point where you can probably put that special inscription somewhere else, like on your pincer or your delta maybe, and then be happy with crazed on him, right?
I mean, wait, hold, time out. This isn't a buff. Hunter's not a buff. Or is it a buff?
What do you mean?
When dealing direct damage to a single target, the damage is increased by 10%. Otherwise, it is increased by 2%. Well, that's going to fire off. That's going to...
That's a 5-second cooldown.
Yeah, but it's going to fire off every 6 seconds because you're dealing damage every second. So you get max up. So it actually makes Hunter better because you're getting max uptime. Now, the bad thing is Hunter is generally concentrated into one big damage, right? So
yeah, but I think the boost by itself is already
the boost. It's the boost. Yeah,
quite...
it's the boost. It's got to be the boost. Silent Trial comeback, maybe. you put Arthur Phillip with rage mitigation everywhere in Silent Trial on Qin and see if you can just keep the rage down. Fiori, crazed is crazed. Yes. Yeah, the second part of Hunter is a buff. So, Quack's firing off again. Quacks is lying. He secretly condones. You guys are wild. You're griefing my stream. Okay, Cortex. I have got this little guy over here that I need to put.
You have all damage on there. That's pretty nice.
I do have all that. I thought you'd be happy. I know it makes you sad, but that's okay. I need to see if I can get that defense better. I will switch this over to my second pencil march when we get ready to fight the next zone. But I got to hammer this. I just don't know if I can hit that. 9x. The first two I need to do is... Hold on. Let me come over here. Get my specials. Okay, that one and that one. I'm 0 out of 10 here. Have that. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay. On. Okay, I'm good there. Good there. Then I'm good here. Then I'm good here. Okay, then we got this. How did I get unstoppable? Look at that. I got unstoppable on 2. Double inscriptions on both.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
Okay, so that's... I could do that.
You should play the same game I played yesterday.
I am going to, but I'm going to do it the right way. I'm going to do it how you're supposed to do it.
No, do it my way. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
I don't know if I'm going to have the stones. I might need to go get more stones. I think I need to do something real quick.
You have infinite stones.
I think I need 20 stones.
Have you bought the VIP shop and the merchant?
Yeah.
They added more to the merchant, by the way. I don't know.
They did. They did.
You got them already? Okay.
So this is going to be a little bit of 18k gems just for the content.
I'll be right back.
Well, I got to wait for Cortex to come back now. Okay. So I'm going to hit this guy. And I got to do 9x, which means I can guarantee myself a lower roll at least with that. Don't roll past 1.9. Yes, Mars. Yes. I've got a card from my daughter. It says, to daddy. This is when I was going out of town. And she sent me a nice card. So that's what I'm going to use to block the what I can see. You guys are going to have to 1.9%, please. I am not going to do it like Cortex did it yesterday. I was on stream with him. Guys, he went vapor lock. I thought we lost him. For about a good 15 seconds, he didn't say a word. I knew he was fuming. He might have muted himself and like threw something across his room. Be sure to lock the all damage. I think he's getting an update on that. And so be sure to check out his stream. And I'll probably get him to stream before I get off so I can just pass over to him. No, I'm keeping the all damage. I'm going to keep the 1.7, y'all. I'm keeping that. We're going to roll this defense, see what we get. We're going to roll this defense. But while we're waiting on Cortex, I think we just got to look at this in awe even more. This guy is going to do so much freaking damage. I mean, holy jeez, y'all. 40, and look at the damage mitigation there. 40% reduce. You're going to spend 40 rage, which is good. You want to spend rage, right? And you reduce the smite or combo damage by 40%. What? That's like Saladin skill damage mitigation levels. That's like wild. They patched the transmutations to never get stats over 2.5 and released a bundle for transmutation. Smart business move. Now, you're not wrong, but you're not right, Gosu, because I got to that pity 30 yesterday on 2 different armaments, and I got 2.5. So you were right. And then I got 2.6 on the other one. So you were wrong. You can get 2.6. Archers are back, and you couldn't be happier. Archers are still going to get focused. Until we do this, until you all decide to subscribe to that, Archers are still going to get focused. So that's where we're at. It's also direct damage. Dude, it's stupid. Like, I think this guy, Qin, is going to turn YSG even more so to what Arthur did to William and what Luce did to Alex. It's going to be crazy. As it goes to, that's what I did. Thank God. First skill of Shapur is not like Sargon. It's like Ramses. You don't need to stick to the target. Whoa. Is that right? I don't know if that's right. Let's look at this. Isn't Qin's skill considering single target, meaning it would get the 10% constant from the hunter? I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work, because the active skill is the perpetual eternal emperor skill. And here, let me come back here. The active skill is the perpetual Eternal Empire skill. And that's the AoE effect. I don't know. We're going to have to test that out and see. But you do bring up a good point about Shapur. This is something we got to ask Cortex about too. Deals additional damage to a target troop every second. Okay. So maybe that's different from Sargon. Let's go back and look. I thought Sargon was the same, right? To deal extra direct damage for the next 5 seconds. Is there a difference between extra and additional? Why didn't I have latent power? I don't know why. I'm going back. I haven't opened up the talents on Sargon in so long. Holy jeez. I don't know if Craze is better. I think the 5% skill damage boost is going to be pretty insane. Hunter would proc 10% on the single target, but I don't think that's the key with it, because you're never doing massive damage, right? Like with Huo, Hunter is amazing because he's doing massive damage, right? Massive damage, single target. With Qin is not doing near that. Qin is doing... I gotta go back. You guys are making me go back and forth. We gotta stay on one commander. Qin is doing small amounts of damage. So it's like the second part of Hunter isn't really that effective. Even if it's still single target, you get 10%. It's just not that effective. But it's the 5% boost that makes that thing work. Holy. So, okay. So question got brought up, Cortex. That Shapur's active skill is more like Ramsey's and not Sargon's. It's an additional damage that you don't have to be connected.
Oh, is it?
It clearly states additional damage. Sargon says for 5 seconds you do extra damage.
Yeah, when you launch a basic attack. Does it not say that on the new guy?
No, it just says deals additional damage to the target.
In that case...
We might have some field viability.
Well, it's still... Well, let's look at it again, I think, right? Where is...
Deals additional damage to a target troop every 4 seconds. Every second for 4 seconds.
No, I mean the rest of his kit. Yeah, like...
Oh, now you want to look at the... Now you want to look at the rest of it?
I don't know. I think I have to max him or Sargon. No, Sargon. What am I saying? Him or...
Qin?
Or Ash. No, I'm maxing Qin, of course, but I need to max 2 commanders, I think.
So he gets 20% march speed and 20% health on his second skill. And you have a 25% chance to gain 30% attack. So you get an attack buff. So you got march speed, health, and attack. Okay? You're not leading a rally army in the field. So you go to his third skill. Anytime you deal skill damage that has a 20% to inflict.
That third skill is so bad, man.
The target cannot receive healing or health buffs. The target deals.
And the fourth skill doesn't work. No, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Now the expertise does, but it's a small amount of damage for 2 seconds to one target.
Yeah, it's 400 damage. I don't see it. His third and fourth skill are like useless. Well, fourth skill literally doesn't do anything. And his third skill is pretty bad, and his expertise is also pretty bad.
What do you got here, Genie? Oh my goodness.
I think Ash is just better for open
Oh
field.
my goodness. Genie.
What?
If you had to guess, if Genie had a tier 5 pendant.
Oh, of course he does.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the pendant is actually decent on that guy.
Well, the pendant is like, it's like Greatest Glory now, right? I mean, basically
yeah,
like
at
all
least
damage.
for him, well, not for the secondary commander, but
Here's our
still not bad though.
It's not. Here's our boy Genie with his tier 5 pendant. Oh, you know who else has got a tier 5 pendant? Fluffy.
Oh yeah.
I was
He has
looking.
two.
I was looking at. He has 2 of them. I don't know if both of them are tier 5. But I was looking at them with Beast, and I was like, bro, we got to dismantle these. But now, no.
Or is it 3? I think he has 1 crit for each troop type, if I'm not wrong.
Oh my god.
Which, I mean, that's a bit excessive, but...
In fact,
they were made back in the day before SOC accessories.
I had to send that message. Of course, Genie. Genie is cooking. This guy. Oh my gosh. Okay, you're back, so now we can roll.
So my Intrepid Artisan is going to be pretty good on him.
No, Intrepid Artisan. Oh my god, bro. So dumb. Okay.
Man, my archers are going to be cooking.
They are going to be cooking, bro. I mean, that's just not even fair. Okay, where's my Mina? For some reason, I have this Hunter on Mina because I'm just, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna transmute.
Show those, don't need them.
Okay, so I can actually use the tactic. I've got a letter from my daughter, Cortex. That's what I'm using for good luck, so I can block it. Are we ready to go, fam? We go. Oh, turn that off. Okay. No, I can see it says 8.
Oh.
I can see. And there's no all damage over here, so I'm good. 7, that's not good. Siege. 6, that's not good. Troop load. Oh, okay, I got it. I have no idea what we got, but I got it. What do we get?
Wait, let me see. Oh my god.
No. Don't say that. No.
It's so good.
You're such a bad actor. You're such a bad actor. I'm waiting on. I've got like that 15-second delay.
It's good.
Ouch. Nope. Ouch. Scorpy, why are you griefing me? At least get my hopes up. Infantry defense. Oh my god, that's such nonsense, bro. 1.7. Just pisses me off.
Tell me about it.
Tell me about it. This guy. All right. So the other 2 that I'm doing today are these 2 for my pincer. Look at these boys. Oh, baby. I'm doing these guys. You guys ready? I can't believe we're using crystal. Dude, we're using crystal transmutation, crystal thingies like candy now. Do you remember how long these things took to get? You only got 2 every 3 months?
Yeah. Bro, I used one on... I'm using them on rares now.
That's what I'm getting ready to do. Look at my rare here.
Yeah.
I'm going to convert this to pincer.
Yeah, I had some siege health on my Huon, my focus fire. I was like, oh, let me get rid of that.
I'm going to convert this to Raider and War Hunger. Let's go. This will be fun. Good luck, Chadsky. Thank you. All right, here we go. You guys ready?
Good luck.
I'm at 0x, so I'm going to get it right off the rip, okay? Here we go. Boom. All right. So, what do we got? Anything better?
No. It's better.
Well, it has to be better. I mean...
It is better.
The way you said that didn't sound very, very good, Cortex.
I mean, yeah,
Do I need to refresh my chat? 2% all damage. No. Sorry, Pookie. Decent. Ouch. Okay. Thanks, Scorpy. 1.7. Fiore just tells me what it is. 1.7. Okay. Whatever. I'll take it. Whatever. All right. So I'm cooking with that. Cooking with that one. And then... now I got to come back to this one. We're going to do the same thing. Look at that siege defense. I mean, wow. Now, this is a field. This is for field. So I'm good with keeping 3.3% march speed, right? You keep that? Yeah, no? Cortex? You wouldn't?
Wait, which, sorry? March speed? Well, I mean, I'd keep it for now and then unlock it later, maybe, if you want to keep rolling it, but... I think it's fine.
Fiore says Italians can't lie. Oh, this guy. All right, here we go, fam. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Okay. Did I basically strike out? I got 1.7, 1.7, and then waiting on chat. Waiting on chat. 1.6 defense incoming. Ew, March speed. I like my March speed. My BQ Wallace is going to need some March speed. What do we got? What do we got? 3.1% defense incoming. LOL. Same. Decent. 1.6? So dumb, bro. Like, he's just getting wrecked here. Just getting wrecked. All right, so I'll switch those two. Doesn't make me feel very good. I can go ahead and just keep rolling this, right? I might as well.
Yeah.
Or is there a special that I need to roll instead? Oh, I got some stones. Is right. Okay, 0 there, 0 there, 9 there. I guess I keep doing this one. Maybe. Where am I at here? I'm at 2. How am I at 2? Maybe I didn't even mess with that one. Okay, who else? On the pincer? I don't think there's really any... Ooh. Yeah, I might as well do this, right? Or do I just roll from the beginning? I've got nothing here. I would love all damage. Would be great. Or... You gotta help me decide here, Cortex. Which one am I doing?
I'm sorry. Someone was messaging me. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm not gonna touch that one.
2.1, 2.3. Oh.
Okay, so
that butterfly ain't great.
It's not. I mean, I guess I could do that one.
Oh, all those stats need some rolling, to be honest.
They all do. I know.
How do you run out of crystals?
I just used all 3 of them for today.
Have you used all 3 every single day?
Yep.
Oh
Dude,
my God.
I've got all kinds of upgrades. My Zuge is cooking now, bro. Like, it is cooking. I cannot wait to put that on the new guy.
I have 8 of those.
With Crazed. I'm putting Crazed on him.
Damn.
I think... Is this pincer probably the best one to do it on? I mean, that's awful. That's awful. It is so bad. More damage on BQ is great. We're looking for the all damage here. ZKX, you didn't want to be annoyed and ping me on Discord? Oh, God. Did he ping me? I don't know if he pinged me. Yes, reroll all. You want me to reroll all of them? Oh, God.
I mean, that one is bad, too.
Should I just reroll everything here?
Oof. I think so.
I could keep the attack, and that way I just try to get the infantry stats, right?
Yeah, so you have something locked. Well, maybe unlock it until you... Oh, no, you need to roll with it locked, yeah, to get the pity progress.
I'm 10x anyways. It doesn't make a shit.
Well, I would probably lock 1 to get the pity progress. In case you need to reset it again, which you probably have to, given all the stats are so low.
Oh, I'm gonna have to reset everything. Are we sure? What if I just don't unlock it?
No, I think you should lock, but do what you want. Because you get the 30x pity as well, right? For the 2.5 plus guaranteed stat, if you have one locked. Yeah, you get progress on that as well.
Okay. We'll keep it unlocked. All right, here we go, fam. Hey, yo! What do I do with this? No? Yeah? Just keep rolling, right? Yeah. Keep rolling. Okay. If Qin's additional damage is 100% of the basic attack, won't that mean if Attila was secondary, he would indirectly boost the additional.
Yeah, and Attila would also nerf all his damage by 40%.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's that.
You got that too. But what you're asking basically is if the normal damage will enhance the basic attack. And if it does, then Arch might come into play. I mean, it might.
I don't think Arch comes into play, but commanders that boost normal can be interesting.
Yeah. All right.
Such as like Shajar buff, for instance, with her expertise, right? But
correct. I agree with that. All right. Here we go. Archer stats. Let's go.
oh, if that was an Archer one.
Oh my gosh. Look at this
And the
Cav.
Cav 3.2. Oh my god. You might have been better to lock that, swap that over to your Delta and take the other one over.
I mean.
Because your butterfly is so cooked as well.
My butterfly is super cooked. I'm going to stick with it. Golly. Dadgum. Oh my god.
Oh, another one.
Like, is this destined? Do I just do that?
What's the last one? 3.2?
Last one was 3.2.
3.3. Oh my god.
Bro. No, I can't. Because the one I really want, like, my Huo has alert double inscription. And I finally have those stats better than my Attila straight to the point. So I need to swap those two. Because I want my best Cav stuff on the Arch, right? Because that's what I rally and garrison with. All right. Oh, God. I'm just getting wrecked here, bro. Fully wrecked. Why? Why does it not give me anything?
You're checking if you can get it? Oh
gosh.
Armaments, man.
Oh my god.
Yep, siege defense.
Oh my god.
And that's crazy.
These guys suck. Last one. Oh my god.
Okay.
You guys.
Reset your pity again.
No, so I'm up to 10. Okay. Well, that was fun.
That was fun.
Where's my other one? Am I 0 out of 10 on that? I think I am. Why am I 0 out of 10? Did I transmute? Okay, so I can try to get something better on that. Butterfly's cooked a little bit. And I think, can I still go here? 10 out of 10, okay. Because I got that on the last roll. Do that. Oh well. Okay. All right, we're chilling. We are chilling. Do I have anything else to do? Nothing else. Oh, I was going to do this. I was going to go for it, Cortex.
What's this? Oh, to go for 30?
Yeah.
Wait, why'd you go to 27? Oh, I guess you're going all
I
the way then.
was seeing how many I could get. So if I can get to level 28 with like, I got to get lucky.
You have to get lucky. But you're on 27 already, so...
How many transmutations got nerfed in favor of the pity system? That's not great. Probably not great, if that is indeed what happened. Do my Olympia? Bro.
Your Olympia.
This is, it's so bad. So, 3 floors with 14 hammers.
That's rough.
That's not happening.
That's rough. It's possible, but it's super, super rough.
Oh, no. I'm going for it. I'm going for this one. I need the mats. I need the mats. So at least give me the mats, fam. There we go. Okay. Okay.
There's a chance.
There's a chance. We're alive.
It's very low, but there's a chance.
I need to stay alive. Do I go back and hit that one again?
Yes. Hit bottom row, third one.
This one?
Yes. Boom. Ah. It was purple. I thought you got it.
It was. Oh, gosh.
It's not looking good though. Can't lie. Nope. Auto. The last one, auto.
Okay.
Down to fate. Nope. Okay.
We'll never know where it is. That's okay.
It's
good.
not as bad as my one when I was on
my
floor
God,
30
bro.
I had 4 slots left remaining on the entire board and no hammers left to get.
I thought you had 4 with 2 hammers. Oh, no, I got 8 more hammers. I got 8 more.
Oh, wait. Wait, can you get any more? Check the...
No, I did. I just didn't... I didn't get them from the...
Yeah, you didn't claim them.
There we go.
Oh,
I'm cooking.
Okay.
I'm cooking. We're back. Now where?
Oh.
Auto? Big bucks, no whammies. Yes.
Oh, man.
Third row,
if you
fourth.
can get this one within the next like 2, you have an okay chance at hitting 30.
I really don't have an okay chance, but whatever.
Well, we can pretend like you do.
Do I just hit auto?
I don't know. I don't want to be to blame.
Bro, nothing can be more to blame than your 1.9% all damage nerfing I did for you. I took full credit for that. I was like, this is all my fault. I can't believe it.
It's my fault. I was not paying attention and just going fast. And I'm not looking.
All right, we go auto. You ready? Second one, fourth. Second row, fourth one. This one right here? Okay, I'm going auto. I couldn't even get it. All right. It was meant to be, bro. It was destined. Whoo! Got some chaining. Let's go. When do you want to start your stream, Cortex?
Whenever. I'm not doing anything too crazy, just hanging out.
Well, you might have to start an hour. We just got so many viewers. We could talk more about the commanders and all that fun stuff. You can kind of give us an update. Yeah, you can go ahead and start. We'll do that.
All right.
Let me see if I can get this guy up here. Let me see if I can get this guy griefed LOL. Oh, wait. I have to do it on my other account, too.
Oh, there you go.
Let me do that real quick. Let me hit the be right back. I think I have a couple of on my other account I'm working on.
Also, when you're switching account, if you have the game capture on OBS, they can't see the emails and stuff, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, they can't.
I do have it on game capture.
I was checking that
when you were messing around, going back and forth.
You should check in case though, like on your OBS as you're switching, like
when
you're off stream, to see like does it show or not. I checked mine and it wasn't showing like the emails and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, I don't need to put a thing on my screen when I'm swapping.
Let me just go do this because I'm obsessed with chaining. This is so stupid. These marches are out nonstop. Okay, we got to find out which ones. I think there are a couple. Let me just go hit this and pray. Then I'll go join. There we go. Let me grab that one more time and then we'll go home. Okay, so over here, Where's the one I want to do? Okay, so I've got some others that I can do. I mean, I do like the... Ooh, I don't like that. I can use that one here on my double. Can't do that. I don't want to do that. Where what I had here? Okay. Where's all my good stuff? Oh, on pincer? Do I have anything here? I don't think so. 2.6 is what I got there. That just sucked. Okay, so that's all good. On my Huo, that's chilling. How's my focus fire? Ooh. Maybe could do that. Defiant. Gah. My guard. Look how good that guarded is. 3-5, 3-4, 3-5. Oh, I'm cooking my Zuge. I'm cooking it. Ooh, this is what I want to do, right? Yes. Okay. Enduring with focus fire. Want to do this one. Oh my God. He's got to come back to my city. I got to bring all these idiots back to my city. I don't think he's very far, is he? 80 kilometers. How far? Oh, this is so dumb. So dumb. Okay, where's he going? Did support answer Cortex? He's going to tell you when he starts the stream. So we'll get over there for that.
I never said I'm going to tell you.
You're not going to tell anybody? Did you hear anything back?
I'm talking, but like until it's all done, I'm not gonna. I don't think I should say anything.
Uh-oh. I just don't have that. Ooh, I guess I got this one. I mean, that's pretty good. That's what you want.
Yeah, roll
right?
that one.
I don't want to roll that one.
Why not?
Well, if I can get better stats on another one, it's the same effect.
Well, yeah, but it's cooler to have it on the butterfly.
It's cooler. It's so much cooler. Okay. Let me find... You know what I need to find? Do I have focus fire over here? I do, don't I? I have focus fire here. I think this is where I want to go. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay. Cortex, do I lock health, right?
Yeah.
And then do I just lock the lock the
wait,
march
is
speed?
that for your Ragnar?
Mm-hmm.
Lock the march speed. That guy is slow, man. For him, lock the march speed.
All right. Let me get my trusty thing out here for my daughter. Get some luck going on over here. So far today, I've gotten 1.5, 1.6, and 1.7 on these. So here we go. Ready, fam? All right, what do we got? What do we got? AJ, yes, Cortex has secrets. Redmond says Cortex has a 1.9% chance to get it fixed.
God.
I mean, I'm waiting on you, chat. Tell me. LOL, rip. The guy that always puts up the exact stat is... Oh my God, 1.5? What is that? What is that, bro? That's just sucks. Do I even mess with that again? All right, here's my other one. Oh, we're waiting on him to get back. What else is on my Ragnar? Trolled again. We can do this one. We can do this one. What do you think, Cortex? Roll the 1.7? Wait a minute. Wait a
You're
minute.
not resetting that thing, are you?
No.
No.
I'm resetting this one. Yes. Okay, that's what I'm doing here. And then, oh, I need to equip this. Yes, I just did this the other day. Why didn't I quit that before? Oh, let's go. Ragnar cooking. My defensive stats suck. Look at this craze. I mean, we're going to save this. Oh, we're cooking now. We are cooking now. Inf Wedge 2. Or 1. You just never use active skill again for rage? Oh, yeah. You guys got this whole conversation going on right now. It's great. Okay. Suge Herman. There. I'm so broken on this other stuff that's just really, really good. So I'm fine there. And then I had, wait. It was my second one. The third one. I couldn't even remember. Ooh, Imploder. Toppler. Valiant. God, that Valiant's so good. His rage consumption is so high. Yeah, it is super high. Uplifting and primed is really good. But I could totally redo this one. 7? Ooh. Didn't I have a... Let me see here. Okay. Not going to do that. I'm definitely going to do this one. And then... Had no rares there. And Pincer, no rares. Did I just not have any rares on anything? Did I have it on Arch? I don't have any rares on anything. Was it on Delta?
Oh no.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. 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 I can do it like that. I can do this one. I think. Yep. Nothing on Pincer. Just double checking again. God, that thing's so freaking good. Okay. So this is the only other one. Got it. So I'm using this. I'm going to go ahead and use this. All right. I'm going to transmute. Here we go. I'm just going to watch this one. Hey, yo! We got there!
Damn. Wow.
Oh, I used the good one.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's not great, but
you got double stat. That's like
I did.
Both above 2%. I mean,
so if I'm building another pincer set, I can use that. And then I'm going to use, let's see. What else am I using? Not using that. I can't remember what else I'm using. Is that one? Oh, yeah, it's this one. Let's go. Let's go.
bro's cooking.
I'm cooking now. All right. What did I get, fam? No, bro, stop that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Damn.
This guy, you son of a bitch. This guy. Oh no. Why'd you do that? That was so bad.
I'm sorry.
I gotta move that stuff over anyways. Okay. Focus fire here. Not messing with that. And then, did Zuge come back yet? Where is Zuge? 1.7 seems to be my number. Yes. At least it's not 1.9. Heyo. 38 seconds. Chad, so if Qin consumes rage and that triggers active skill, we finally got a pair for Edward secondary. Okay, this was Cortex's theory. This is Cortex's theory.
What was my theory?
Because you said Edward.
Oh.
So how does that how does that work?
Well, Edward's active. If he's secondary, he makes you lose 300 rage when he uses his active skill. So would that count as consuming 300 rage?
Wait, what?
Read Edward's active skill.
I am so far from having Edward on this.
There he is. See?
You're gonna. Ooh. Is that the same thing? Oh my gosh.
So. I'm not sure.
You know how fast that would go, bro?
Yeah. And if it works, if that works, then also Edward's expertise is really broken. Because that's gonna make your normal damage do more, which then is gonna make his skills do more, right?
Oh my god.
And then his third skill also has skill damage bonus, I think, Edward, if I'm not wrong.
Not consumes. It's a rage loss. Keyword. You're just making that up, Brave. You don't even know that. You say it with such conviction. Know. You say it with such conviction. We're like, oh yeah, you must be right. Oh my gosh. You're going to have to go back, Ruz. He's broken. He's broken. Okay. So what are we doing? This guy? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. This is what I wanted to do. Big bucks, no whammies. Let's go. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Okay. I know I got Archer defense. Or maybe March speed. I don't know. How does it look? Waiting on chat. Waiting on chat. Waiting on chat. If it's 1.7 again, I'm going to go buy a lottery ticket and do 1.7. Rave, stop talking about Edward and tell me what I got. $1.8 rip. All right. Whatever. Whatever. Well, that's what we're rolling with. At least it looks nice and clean. March speed, got great all damage. I'm good. I'm cooking my Archer. I am cooking. Ragnar, looking good. Is there a low roll here? Can at least do this, right? Where am I on here? 6? And then, let's see, on this one, nope. On her, there's a low one I could do all. See, I just got such high stat. Look at that one. That might be the best damn thing I've ever rolled. I mean, just wild. Cortex, you start your stream yet?
No.
All right. Let me go ahead and get that fired up. I don't think I have anything left to mess around with.
Oh. Weren't you going to roll some stuff? You done?
I already rolled everything.
Oh, bro. Did it fast?
I was just doing it over here on my...
Okay.
Let's see. Thundering. Butterfly. That's good. Pummeler's good. Hardy is not great. What is this nonsense? Wait a minute. Do I have a rare over here I'm not using? Using all 3 rares. Okay. Don't have a rare there. Don't have a rare there. I don't think I have a rare anywhere. Do I have one over here? No. Pincer, no rares. Man, I'm just kind of stuck. I really need a rare, like a focus fire. I need it.
Need it now.
Right meow. Okay. Get that.
Damn, you guys are done with your RCF already?
Well, yeah, we got 5 kingdoms over here, bro.
Well, I guess so.
What did you expect?
Bro, we're over here struggling, man. 31%, you guys are done. What's going on there?
I got good stats on this stuff. My balance needs some work. No, that's good. I guess I could just roll Boiling Blood a little bit. I can roll this. Let's just do this. Let's do this, see what we get. Oh! No. Not changing that out. Oh my god. Why do they do that? It's like they give me crazy stuff. Like, not what I'm looking for. Okay, Cortex, what do I do here?
Wait, let me look. I would lock it.
You would lock that?
Well, you probably have to reset it again if you're locking that. So I don't know, but up to you. You probably have to reset it again tomorrow, because it's unlikely that you get more infantry stats in these last few rolls. Although you could try 4 more, possible.
I could try. Let me go buy some things. I have hardly gems left. I think I got some over here.
0 buster. Yeah, there you go. Just buy those.
You want me to 0 buster? Why would you want me to do that?
Well, I don't know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Buster's our friend. He's not food.
Yeah, I'm joking.
We can 100% 0 buster the dragon. All right. I think I got to spend 2 more. There we go. Okay, now we can do it.
Send you a screenshot. Okay, you can see what group chat it's from.
Hey, oh, we got there.
Oh,
Let's go. Okay, I'm cooking on the craze.
3.4.
I'm cooking on the craze. Let's go,
See,
y'all.
it is possible to get good rolls.
Dang. Let's go.
No pity 3.4? Okay.
My boiling blood's so bad. I mean, I can just roll this a couple times. Just see what we get. Nah. Nah, I ain't messing with that. 8. Okay. Okay, cool. I feel pretty good. I'm back. I'm back. I need to get all my gear like squared away again. Oh. All right, you ready, bro?
Yeah, I'm starting now. Look at the screenshot I sent you in Discord.
Just now?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You can see on the left what group chat it's from.
That's really cool. That is really cool. I mean, you're the one that takes responsibility for that, don't you?
Well, I guess.
Did the third one go, or is it just those 2?
Those 2.
That's awesome. Was that something our boy sent you? He was like really proud of himself.
No, I'm in there. I made a group chat with all of them.
Ah, okay. I got you. So you saw it. Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good proclamation.
When they were talking about the stuff.
Hey, well, don't be recruiting these people, okay?
Next thing you know, they're migrating over here.
What is it? Busters everywhere. I gotta go kill them now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I 100%
Okay,
need to go
let's see.
kill Buster. You better start your stream. That's really good. That's really, really good.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see.
There we go. Now I'm cooking.
Okay, we are live. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. I 100% needed to get my revenge on Buster. He's hitting me in Canyon. What's going on here?
This deal here.
You good?
Yeah, we are live.
Okay, I'm going to let you say that. I'll say goodbye to everybody. Then we'll come back over. All right, everybody. We're going to send everybody over to Cortex. Okay, our boys streaming. And keep the fun going today. We'll have a lot of fun. We got like 300 people in here. We're talking more about the Commanders. Cortex going to give some more insight on them. Had a great time on the stream today. Rolled a bunch of stuff. Had fun with that. Talked about these Commanders. They're going to be amazing. I figured a stream was better than a video. That way we could actually talk it through. And I really appreciate everybody. Rave, all you guys that jumped in. Blackout, all you guys that jumped in on different things to look for, different things to look at. And that's what the community is all about. Like, especially with this guy, with this new commander. I mean, let's be real here. This dude is like so unique. Where is this? Come back over here. He's so unique that you got to really talk it through. And so I'm glad we streamed instead of me just putting out a video because I would have had all kinds of stuff wrong. But I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I'm going to send you over to Cortex. Have a great weekend. And